Call two. All right, so that was the second movement of our show. We'll add some drill and hit to that later on. So it's been a great 2 weeks of band camp. Big part of that is because of attendance. Attendance was great. So I totally foresee this year, this season being one of the best seasons that we've had. The effort that these students are displaying on a regular basis has been incredible. So huge thank you from all the staff to you as parents for providing us with such great children to work with. And I think we're going to do some great things. This last band camp would not have been possible without contributions from many of our booster board. Just to highlight a few, Addie Roth, our booster president, who helped set up the registration that ran really smooth. Our vice president, who's always here lending a helping hand, Miss Sandy Kitagawa. Our treasurer, who does a great job of managing our money, Anoop Singhal. Our uniform chair, who's doing a tremendous job outfitting a very large band with our uniforms and shoes, Miss Karen Hirsch. Of course, our go-to guy who is here as long as any of us are, our former president, now equipment manager, but he does it all, Ed Surratt. Also want to thank one of our current members and alumni for some Eagle Scout projects that they just completed. Some cabinets in the pit room that were completed by Alvin Yang. And Alvin, great. In the clarinet section right over here. And if you walk into the band room, you'll notice a nice display case. Suki Padawadran. He just left for college, I believe, today. So he stopped by and dropped that off. Nice display cabinet there. Couldn't have done any of collecting all the paperwork, managing so much of the office work. Aaron and Serena, both alumni, sitting right up here. Get up and wave, guys. If we seem organized, it's totally because of them. Another gentleman who you've seen running around with the hat, he comes by anytime that he's not actively in school. He's been huge help. This guy will do whatever will make this band better. He did that throughout his high school years, and he continues to do it. Mr. Yunda Sai. Where you at, Yunda? Right over there, to your right. And then just another great alumni who just showed up and said, "What can I do to help?" So Mr. Parker Lee, right over here. Been here all band camp. Thank you, Parker. All the great pictures that you see on Facebook, super awesome. Our staff photographer, Mr. Rudy Pollock. And every year we have a shirt design competition to determine what our travel tee is going to look like. This year it was won by Jimin Seong, one of our guard members. Awesome job. All right, going down the list. Oh yes, and one of our one of our newest alumni. She's also going to be taking pictures, and it's also her birthday, Miss Jane An, right up here. And just a special guest that I want to recognize, our TOB coordinator and also board member to Santa Clara Vanguard. He's a great guy to have around and does a tremendous job for us, not only in TOB, but just helping all the way around. Mr. Ray Pulver, sitting right in the front. So I wish I could take credit for all this greatness that's happening around us and just say it's all me, but it's every single one of these people, and honestly, it takes everyone who I just mentioned right now to pull off what we do. So thank you from me to all of you, all our staff. alumni that are here, thanks so much for coming out. It's always awesome to see you around and coming back. We look forward to seeing all of you throughout the entire season. You'll see the show progress, and we'll add more, and every week hopefully you'll see something new. So thank you ahead of time. So next, without further ado, we're going to close tonight with a performance of Over the Rainbow conducted by our drum majors. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you throughout the season. Thank you and have a good night.